Watch me beat it till I can't breathe. Shaking, falling onto my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches, tripping over myself, aching, begging you to come out. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches.
Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing another, foundation cushion review. This one is going to be one of the most famous ones called April Skin. Yep, it's just a magic cushion in SPF 50. So it's the black one, which is said to have more coverage than the white casing. So it's brand new. So as all my reviews go, I'll list a few claims here as I apply it to half my face, and I'll bring you in closer as well. So I've got the shade 23, which is the darkest shade they have, and I think it matches me pretty well. So just rambling off again about how Korean products don't exactly have the best shade range. This is another example of it. If this is the darkest, it's not going to match many people, but as you can see, this is just with one light layer and it's so full coverage. I think when I did the pony effect one, that one gave a little more dew, as well as with each press into the puff it picked up a lot more product, so it was a little more difficult to control how much product I use. But I think this air puff also controls the amount of usage, being that it doesn't absorb too much but is also very spongy and also quite thick in consistency, so that gives a very nice natural finish to the skin. But yeah, this is just with a very light layer, and you can see that it makes my skin look really nice. If you can see that movement of the sheen on my cheeks, that's a little bit of the finish it gives, but it's not anything that is too oily or too dewy looking, yeah, which I like. So I like a satin finish, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my other side. So with one layer on each side, I think that gives me sufficient coverage, and at the moment you can see a few spots peeking through, but I think this is definitely a full coverage already. It is a little tacky to the touch, we'll see how that sets down, but yeah, it is pretty full coverage, as well as it is really hydrating. I don't think it is super hydrating like maybe Innisfree cushions, but this one is really quite good enough for oily skin girls who don't want to look overly dewy. I mean, if you would like that all over dew, then you don't have to set this, but for me I'll just do specific area setting, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is how it looks like at the moment, and this is how it looks like from afar. So I think I'm really quite pleased with it. It is, would I say, better than the Pony Effect foundation cushion? I think that one has a more yellow undercast in the shade range, so it gives it more of a suitability to my skin tone, being a Chinese Asian. But yeah, this one has a bit of a white cast, not too yellow in undertone, maybe a little bit more pink, so it makes me look a little washed out. But overall, I still think that this coverage wise and this how it feels on my skin isn't as dewy as the Pony Effect one, so I kind of prefer this. So yeah, I'm just going to put the rest of my makeup and get back to you on my final thoughts. Also, don't forget I'll do an evening check-in, so stay till the end of the video for that. If you like it so far, do give it a thumbs up. So that's how everything looks at the moment. I just put a little more cream products than I used to, just because I didn't want to use too much powder to alter the formula of the foundation. But basically it looks like that now. As you can see, it's just a very slight dusting of powder, nothing that will alter it too greatly. And yeah, it still gives me a very good coverage. It makes me look really healthy, really vibrant. And yep, I just put a little bit of highlighter on my bridge and on my cheeks. If you can see, additional sheen is coming from the highlighter, but compared to earlier on when I applied it, it's pretty much the same. To be honest, like, I think that right up in the mirror it really doesn't look like too much sheen. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how my makeup lasts throughout the day, and I'll check back in with you when I get back and give you my consolidated thoughts. So yeah, I'll just take a few pictures of how it looks in the morning, and when I get back I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm back from a pretty long day. I guess it's about 4 p.m. going 5, and basically I changed my lip color just because the ColourPop one wasn't really suiting just such a hot day. Started to like patch off. But anyways, going back to the April Skin foundation cushion, I just think that it's looking really good at this point. One thing to note is that with this being a full coverage type of foundation, I suggest that you don't set it with powder no matter what, and if you don't like that dewy finish, then don't get it at all. But I find that with powder it looks a little more aging, it looks a lot more separating. And yeah, but with the foundation, those parts where I did not set, it looks really good, nice and natural. But that being said, if it's not going to be set, then it's easily transferable. But what I feel is that my under eye is looking really aged, and also the foundation at that area is looking quite messy. But I think that is due to the powder, it's not so much anything else. And it's looking really, it's pretty good, but it's separating, if that makes sense. It's like if oil and water were to mix, you can see that separation, and on the skin it looks a bit weird. But I think overall it's still not too bad. It's just, I'll probably have to give it another go, several other goes, just to fully firm up my thoughts on it. And I might do it without powder at all, just to see how it lasts. And if I get too oily, I'll just blot or use a tissue paper and that kind of thing. So yeah, but overall I think it's looking really good, in the sense that it maintained its full coverage and also makes my skin look really healthy, which I appreciate. And yeah, I just think that this is not too bad. The pony one did not break up on me. If that is something that you want to make comparisons to, you can check out the link below for the Pony Effect Everlasting Cushion Foundation or something like that. So yeah, I'm just making close comparisons to that because they're both foundation cushions and not BB cushions. But overall I think that this is comparable, but if I would have to pick one or the other, I'll go for the pony one, just because I like to set my face with powder at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll give this more of a trial run, and if you want to see my consolidated thoughts, do check out the blog post below. And yeah, that's all I have to say, and I hope you guys subscribe and stick around for any other new videos I have on my channel. So with that, I'll see you guys. Bye!